right. Well, welcome everybody to this month's marketing forum on creating perfect vision and mission statements, along with creating pitches. Danny, this is an interesting topic, isn't it?
Yes, we've been digging into this one for quite some time because really things change, trends change, but the tried and true is always the best. Keep it simple.
So the reason why I'm recording it is we do record these, and it should be up on our website in about 5 days. And here's our information here. If you want to, you can take a screenshot of this. There's also an opportunity to be able to get it again later on in the presentation. And then, Danny, you want to go over the forum rules?
Absolutely. I know that everybody on this particular Zoom is always kind and courteous, always positive. And other than the off-color joke that comes through here or there, we're keeping it clean, respecting each other's privacy. As you do know that it is being recorded. So if anybody does not want to be recorded, then you've already said that you would. And we would love it if you would put the questions and comments in the chat. And at the end of this Zoom, there will be a question and answer period. So we look forward to your feedback, and take it away, Louis.
And then there's also going to be some poll questions I've got in here.
Aren't you being fancy today?
Oh, well, somebody's got to be. All right. So you need both a vision and mission statement. Okay. It's important. And the reason for this, you'll find out. I need to pull this off my screen. Sorry. It's reminders. Vision plus a mission statement equals reaching your goals. And sorry about the animations there. Your vision should be inspiring, exciting, profound. It should be unique to what you want your business to be. And it more or less is the foundation for setting the tone of your business. And with this, it's your primary and most important thing you convey to the outside world. Okay, and you'll see what ours is. We've gone through some evolution here, but simply it is your ultimate goal of what you want your business to be. So the real key with this is to try to keep it as short as possible and to be able to really fully communicate your message. And then it's your 6-second hook, if you will. So go ahead, Danny. I'll let you take this one.
So your mission statement, word of you do, how you do it, and where you operate. And it's all aimed towards reaching your vision. I'm sure everybody can relate to this picture. We all know where it is, and it never ceases to amaze. So, seeing that picture and knowing what NASA stands for, it's the company's philosophy that can be included in this statement. But again, like Louis said, short and sweet. And sometimes the mission statement can be public, but the most impact is when it's shared with your strategic partners, your current and your future staff members. It really gives them a sense of who you are. And it's sometimes called a company purpose. Here's some
examples we have of these companies or organizations. Everybody knows who they are. Whole Foods, okay, their vision: whole foods, whole people, whole planet. And their mission: Whole Foods Market is a dynamic leader in quality food business. We are a mission-driven company that aims to set the standards of excellence for food retailers. We are building a business in which high standards permeate all aspects of our company. Quality is a state of mind at Whole Foods Market. And for the most part, Whole Foods did not change their vision and their mission once Amazon took them over, because they felt this is their distinguishing facet. All right, Danny, I'll let you do this one.
All right, LinkedIn. Everybody here should be on LinkedIn, and their vision is to create economic opportunity for every member of the global workforce. I'm sure that you've noticed that some students also have LinkedIn profiles. It's never too early to start. And their mission is to connect the world's professionals to make them more productive and successful. With that mission, they're really driving it home to the individual level while keeping in mind the overarching global marketplace in which we operate.
So Danny, who owns LinkedIn?
I'm not sure, but my friend Ashraf Kamel has moved to the UK and has been working with them for 15 years. And he's their kind of go-to tech marketing guy.
It's actually Microsoft bought them.
You're kidding. When did that happen?
Microsoft wanted to have a foothold in the social media realm, and they felt that this would be the most appropriate organization for them to pursue.
Well, I can't wait to see what Elon Musk does with Twitter.
And then Amazon, to be Earth's most customer-centric company where customers can find and discover anything they may want to buy online. And I'm kind of an example of that right now because we don't have the time to go out shopping in regards to our house burning down and we're now in a new rental house and it's fully unfurnished. And so we've been buying things through them, including the chair I just got yesterday that I'm sitting in. Their mission, we strive to offer our customers the lowest possible prices, the best available selection, and the utmost convenience. And that's more or less why I'm using it. The other reason is we purchased a bookcase for my wife, and one of the parts came in broken, and I called them today. Amazingly, there is a number that you can call to get all the Amazon customer service, and talk to them. It's like, hey, look, this is a bookcase. I took it apart out of the box. It's like a jigsaw going back in. What do you want to do? They basically credited us the entire bookcase for free. I mean, there's a couple parts that are broken that I can repair, but it's a nice thing. And then
Ted. So yesterday I was at an NKBA meeting and we had to say which of our favorite apps, YouTube channels, we can't live podcasts, we can't live without. And Ted is pretty much all encompassing in that. And their vision is that they believe passionately in the power of ideas to change attitudes, lives, and ultimately the world. And their mission, I think this one really hits the nail on the head as far as brevity, spread ideas.
it's about the shortest mission statement, or for that matter, vision statement that you'll ever come across. And then Google, well, we all use them for the most part every day to provide access, and I'm going to underline quick access to the world's information in one click or one tap, and then to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. And I don't think any of us can disagree with that because, again, they have most everything you need underneath your fingertip. And then ours.
So Louis and I have been working with LaDonna pretty hard on this recently, and the vision is all home safe. Oh,
I didn't update this slide, Danny.
This one. I know. I was like, wait a second.
I didn't update it. The vision that we have is educating every generation to live in place through principled professionals.
Do you guys like that one better by show of hands? And our mission, is this the new, this is also not the Louis.
I know, I missed it.
Glad you have your notes in front of you.
I'm going to have to come back to the mission statement, okay, because it's a little long. But no less, we've had some other people who have given us their own mission and vision statements. And Pamela Isetz, a designer out of Minneapolis, this is hers. All people deserve the opportunity to live in a safe, healthy, comfortable home, no matter their age, and this can be accomplished through our efforts. Interesting. And then their mission, in collaboration with in-home caregivers, contractors, and architects, we promote safe, comfortable, healthy living environments for all people by providing medication management and housing design enhancements, embracing the Living in Place Institute's platform for safe, healthy, comfortable living. Now, understand with Pamela, her husband, Brian Isetz, Dr. Brian Isetz, is a professor of pharmacology at the University of Minnesota. So hence why they're in that line in there about providing medication management. I don't think too many designers would want to get into that otherwise.
I really like her vision and mission statement. For all of you who are struggling to come up with your own clip vision and mission statement, which is why you're here today, I feel like it's very actionable. You know that Pamela and Brian are people that get things done, and I think that comes through loud and clear in their vision and mission statement.
And I like it because the first line of her mission statement is she includes professionals that you normally would not include in these sort of things: in-home caregivers, contractors, architects, the people responsible for design, the people who are responsible for helping people in their homes.
Great
And
point.
then many of you know Tony Sabatino out of Manhattan. Tony's amazing. I'm gonna let you do this one because it's more design centric.
It is more design centric, and anybody who hasn't had a chance to connect with Tony in person or on social media, I highly recommend that you go ahead and do that. As a designer, it is my desire to guide my clients to make the best possible long-term investment in both their lifestyle and what is probably their most valuable asset, their home. We all have friends and family members who experience convalescent or long-term physical or cognitive challenges. Creating a home where they feel comfortable in turn allows us to gracefully and naturally age in that space. And it also makes the fun house the most desirable house for the holidays and celebrations, as everyone feels so comfortable there. Good investment value and good fun. Win-win. And I love the emoji at the end.
That's definitely Tony. So why do you need both a vision and mission statement? Okay. Again, we're going to cover this again. It's kind of a replica of what we did before, but it goes in a little bit more detail. Vision statements are what you want to see the world to be like. Okay. You have your idea of what you want it to be like. What's your design business? Most of you are designers here today, I believe. What do you want your design business to be like? It's your touchstone. Everything your business does should revolve around that. That should be the stake in the ground that you come back to every time you're creating a website, any sort of promotional material, your marketing materials, collateral, things of that sort. That's your stakeholder. These are shared with the general public and typically don't change too often. Okay, should be inspiring, exciting, profound. And the profound part's really perhaps the most important part, because what you want to do is to basically, when you tell somebody your vision statement, in some ways it's a cognitive confusion that's going on. Okay, what do you really mean by that? And allows for other things to happen after that. Sets a tone for your business. Be the most important means of statement to the outside world. And then simply be your ultimate goal. Be as short as possible. In essence, this is your 6-second pitch. I know elevators, we talk about elevators. We know they typically take more than 6 seconds to go between floors. But in essence, you really want to try to hook somebody within that short period of time.
Right away.
Vision statement. Go ahead, Danny.
No, go ahead.
No, go.
You're on a roll. The mission statement is what you do to achieve your vision. This is the actionable item that you saw in the last couple of examples. They're shared with your staff and your industry partners. A lot of people that I know actually carry a laminated card with their mission statement with them in their wallets, and it should evolve based on your organization's changes. This is the word picture of what you do, how you do it, and where you operate. As you harken back to the NASA shuttle launch, we all know what that looks like when you say NASA to somebody and their mission. There you go. This is all aimed towards supporting your vision and making it happen. So again, action, action, action. Company philosophies can be included in this statement, which you saw in the Whole Foods example and in the TED super short and sweet example. And sometimes it can be public again, but it's more impactful when it's in-house.
So as I mentioned earlier, ours is simply educating every generation to live in place through principled professionals. Now, that's where that cognitive challenge comes in as to, what do you mean by principled professionals? Well, we consider our CLIP graduates to be principled professionals. They are looking out for the best interest of their clients. Okay, that's why I think a lot of people have taken our program, because we try to extol the virtues of being able to help people live in place. You want to add anything to it, Danny?
No, you hit the nail on the head. Again, it's short and sweet.
All right, all yours, Danny.
Yes. So on the mission statement, we went a little bit long because it is all those things that we just talked about, that it's not only the inward part, but it's also the how we do it. So Living in Place Institute has been providing the most comprehensive education to empower professionals to create inclusive homes and buildings, which support occupants at all stages of their lives, from cradle to cradle. The devastating impact of the recent worldwide environmental events have highlighted the need to build in a more sustainable manner. In addition, building accessible homes saves on costly living expenses and necessary future remodeling. The Living in Place Institute is in a unique position to leverage its professionals who are networked within the design, construction, and medical industries to make meaningful changes of how homes and buildings are constructed and remodeled today and tomorrow.
All right, I'm going to pull up a poll here, so bear with me while I get it to go. All right, I'm going to launch this. There's just basically, I think I did 4 questions for this, and I think you can see it now. And the first question is, do you have a mission statement? Okay,
No.
yes or no. And then the next one is, do you have a mission statement? If you do, does it or do they need updating? And then the last question is, if no, are you planning on creating a vision and or mission statement? So everybody understands how to be able to, okay, yeah, I see more people starting to pipe in now.
You need some hold music, Louis.
Oh, well, okay, you can sing for us.
Not me.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave that open here for a little bit, and then I'm going to go on here. Okay. So one of the things that we did, we struggled for the longest time with regards to, trying to hone things down into a vision and mission statement. And in essence, what we in many ways prefer is what we call our guiding principles. It's kind of combining both together. And the reason for that is we have so many different facets to our business. Okay. We not only do education, but we do consulting, we do many other things. So we've chosen to use these guiding principles in addition that combines both the vision and whoops, I'm sorry, don't mean to be doing that. But only you can decide or determine whether you want to use just the vision and mission statement and or guiding principles. So, Danny, go ahead.
So the Living in Place Institute guiding principles are that the Living in Place Institute is the professional building, design, and medical education leader. Our supporting professionals are taught how to collaborate on designs, products, and services, exemplifying the best practices of living in place. Ultimately, these principles provide for the highest accessible, safe, healthy, and safe building standards, creating beautiful, functional, connected environments that improve lives and promote independence and dignity for all ages and abilities.
And again, I always come back to this. The 2 words in this that are very powerful for me is in the 3rd bullet there, in the 3rd line, the first 2 words, connected environments. And what that can mean is a variety of different things. That's the reason why I like it. Is one is either like the first thing many people jump to is smart technology, which is a very valid topic to talk about. But the other one is a connected environment, that being you connecting with everybody else that's in the home, whether they live there or their friends that come over. It makes that environment a very positive sort of circumstance for everybody to be able to really engage with each other, whether or not you have any sort of challenges. So, creating your pitch, the best way to hook your audience in seconds. Go ahead, Danny.
The pitch, creating a relationship. As I said before, keep it short and simple. Use your vision as its foundation. Rewrite, rewrite, rewrite. Be ultra critical. It has to flow easily and naturally. And use only common words or industry terminology. Don't use words that are not used by everyone. Kind of the guiding grade level is, are you smarter than a 5th grader? You could go to 10th grade, But when you get into the university and postgraduate level, you're going to lose a lot of your audience, and you really have to be relatable.
So Danny, I forgot to ask you earlier, when you were doing design work, did you have, or now that you're doing a lot of realtor work, do you have a vision statement and or mission statement?
I do have a vision and a mission statement. I foster equity, inclusion, equality, and justice through design and real estate.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's pretty profound.
Action words. Thank you, Terry. And my mission is a longer, more convoluted way of saying that. And yeah, I just gave up coffee, but I still do love my Legos. You know, be creative when you're doing this. And one of the things that we're offering everybody who's on today, if you want to put in the chat box, if you want to be part of a group that we want to sort of share and bounce around the vision and mission statements that you're working on. We did this about 1.5 years ago with Lisa Wood, and it was super successful. People ended up with their own Zoom calls and off hours and Facebook Lives and all that good stuff, and really got into creating their vision and mission statements. So anybody here that wants to do that, just put your email in the chat and we'll get that going and support each other.
All right. So the steps to doing this also is rehearse in front of a mirror or using a smartphone to record yourself, because in essence, you are your biggest critic. I mean, I tell you, when I'm recording things myself, I'm like doing it over and over again because I'm never content with it. And Danny knows my line is perfection is the mortal enemy of good enough. And I'm sometimes, again, my worst critic or biggest critic in the same time, just because I want it to come across almost perfect.
True.
Okay. Say it in front of friends because they will give you great constructive feedback. If they're not good friends, they're not going to give you constructive feedback because they'll just basically say, oh, okay, that's good. Okay. Memorize and practice it. Do this over and over and over again until it flows naturally. And then the real big thing here is show your passion. Be that energetic individual, enthusiastic person that you really are, because that's going to capture that person's real attention. Okay? Go ahead, Danny.
So creating the elevator pitch in the relationship creations. Create different versions, one for customers, one for suppliers, and anybody else that you're going to meet. Make certain that you pause and allow the recipient of the information to ask questions, and then follow up with an open-ended question. And don't forget to allow the other person to give you their elevator pitch. And make certain that you identify your desired action. This is the call to action. You know, why are we meeting? How can we connect? How can we connect somebody else with us? There's a really great company. It's called Send Out Cards. And the woman that owns the franchise for this particular area actually took a screenshot of the Zoom call that we were on together. And then she honed in on a picture of me laughing while we were having a conversation and sent me a card to thank me for the meeting. And that was just so memorable because in doing that, she demonstrated what her company is all about and what that impact was. So think about something that you can give somebody as a takeaway, either a mental one or a follow-up afterwards.
So this is kind of like our anatomy of a pitch. You give them your pitch using your vision statement. Hello, my name is John Doe, and I'm proud that my company, Home Modification Experts, helps make all homes accessible, healthy, safe for everyone, regardless of their age or needs. Kind of akin to what I was talking about earlier. Okay. And then again, allow them to digest that, because in some ways, like I said, ours is you give people a little bit of a cognitive challenge as to what do you mean by principled professionals? And then watch their body language, because now it's the opportunity to be able to follow up with asking them a question to bring them into the discussion. So like, well, okay, how can I help you understand this a little bit more? What's you've got a quizzical look on your face, and then ask them about, please tell me about you. I want to know what you're all about. So you're getting a two-way conversation going on. Okay, go ahead, Danny.
So after asking them a question, give them your full attention. This is where eye contact comes in. Appropriate body language, smiling, listening attentively, and nodding approvingly.
Again, giving that engagement, once again, an important part of doing a pitch.
And then expand out and use your mission statement. And then make sure that they're feeling part of the discussion. And then the call to action. What would you like to have happen as a result of the conversation? And our dear friend Robert August says that you should follow up immediately, like before the clock strikes the next hour, and say, that was a wonderful conversation, and here are the next steps. And then sort of say, can we meet again next Thursday or next Friday? So give people options and make it so that they can't say no.
So now is a perfect time for you to create your own pitch. So work on your vision, mission statements. And then what we want to propose doing is for us to come together, and we can do this in two groups, I guess, because we have like 10, 12 people here today. And again, my email's there, Danny's email's there, to be able to help bring everybody together, because I'm hoping that everybody would be giving everybody good constructive feedback on theirs. Okay, again, we don't need to have barbs and arrows and all that sort of thing thrown each way, but the intention here is to be able to have you hone in on a really good vision statement and mission statement. And so what we're going to do is do this by Zoom for you to be able to come forward and say, I am so and so, and this is what my vision of my business is all about, and this is how I'm accomplishing it through my mission statement. Okay, be able to do that, and again, be able to get that constructive feedback. And again, if anybody is interested in doing this, you can email me, you can email Danny with the addresses you see on the screen here, and we'll facilitate these together as a time that's going to work for everybody. But your job, again, is to create your own vision and mission statements. And we can send this presentation out to you to be able to give you a little bit of better background as to what you should include in your vision and mission statements. All right, Danny.
So we have a super special. Some of you that are on are CLIP certified and some of you aren't. So for those that are, if you refer somebody during this special period, the offer for a $50 spiff still stands. And we are offering a discount for new people in bundles. So if you register for a single registrant, you get 20% off. And then if you have 2 to 4 people in your group, you get 25% off for each of you. And if you have 5 or more and you want to do a group, it's 30% off until June the 12th. So please feel free to share this. And if you are CLIP certified, just get in contact with me. Tell me who it is that signed up. We will verify that, and we will send you either a gift card, a check, or you can put a donation into the foundation as well. So you have lots of options.
So Danny, I'm going to just go review the poll that we did. It was five people had a vision statement, 6 people did not, and it was the same ratio for a mission statement. If you do have one, does it need updating? And it was, for the most part, 6 people said yes, it does. 5 people says no. And actually, I'd be kind of curious to find out if any of the people in today's call wouldn't mind saying their vision statement here in a second, because I'd be curious to see what it is. And then if no, are you planning on creating one? Yes, overwhelmingly, 9 out of 11 are wanting to create one. So if anybody wants to pipe in with their vision statement, I'd love to hear it.
Come on, we want to hear from you. You can type it in the chat box if you're being shy. If not, maybe when we get together with the groups, we can share your current one. Don't all speak up at once. I feel like this is school sometime. And Louis, you can't see which of the people did say that they had one, right? So you can't put anybody on.
I don't have names to it. I don't.
I know. All right, Elizabeth is going to share it in the chat. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Well, wait, I'm gonna go to the next slide here. Again, if you want to get a screenshot of this, I'll leave this up here for a little bit. Up there, okay. Elizabeth, oh yeah, yours is unique. Homes that function well and look beautiful while being friendly to the planet, the animals, and human health. Eco-friendly and vegan design is what I do. Cool.
Very nice.
And then Margie said that she doesn't have one yet, but you've inspired me to do so. Well, that's great. Again, want to see you, really make your business very impactful. Ebony, I'm wondering if you have one, if you don't mind sharing it, because you're such a dynamic woman.
Does anybody want to share what they say when they go to a networking event, if it's not your vision and mission statement?
Well, let's see. We've also got one. Oops, let me find it. That's cool. All right, Evangeline. Hi, my name is Evangeline Bates, and I'm an interior designer who is passionate about helping her clients with evolving lifestyles stay in their homes for the long term, surrounded by the things and community they love. Oh, so that's so cool. But you know what? Eventually, I think I may not have done it as much justice as you saying it. And the same goes for Margie.
I don't understand.
Or excuse me, Elizabeth. These are yours. I'm trying to, bring out your passion, but I'm sure when you bring it up, it's going to be even more passionate than I can possibly do it.
What a great group here today. Thank you guys for joining us.
And as always, our marketing forums are the fourth Wednesday of each month at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And I see Derek says thanks. Oh, no problem, Derek. I don't recognize your name. I don't know if you've been part of the Living in Place community.
And thank you, Kathleen and Marion, for being on camera. It's always nice to see some smiling faces. Plus, I like to see what color everybody paints their rooms. Thank you, Derek. You're always welcome. Spread the word. Tell all your friends.
Well, I'm going to pause the recording now. I think we've got enough here, but I'll stay aboard. And I think you can stay aboard for a few more minutes too, if I'm correct.
Absolutely, yes. My baby is 12 today. How does that happen?
My son turns 28 next Wednesday.
Excellent. Thank you, Terry.